What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I've been tracking along the Diablo Immortal news cycle. And, my position remains that the game is able to be enjoyed without putting any money into it. To like min-max or get to the end game or to, really get into PvP and stuff like that, that's when things get a little dicey and money unfortunately, seems to accelerate things, including a new report that the amount of money you need to spend to max your character out now is $540,000. Now, there's a great video on YouTube. If you could find it, if you look, it's like a leaked seminar of mobile app developers. And they're basically talking about like whale hunting, like finding that one like oil kid out in the Middle East who's got infinite money and spends $100,000 a month in microtransactions. Like this is a real part of the model, and that's essentially what NetEase wanted to do with Diablo Immortal. But now they've run into a little bit of an issue. Diablo Immortal released in China reportedly banned after the Blizzard Weeaboo account insults Xi Jinping. While Diablo Immortal released on June 2nd in the United States, it still hasn't come out in China. Now, based on a Weeaboo post from the game's official account, it could be quite a while before it does. According to translations of the post, the official Diablo Immortal Weeaboo account apparently insulted Xi Jinping, the leader of China, in a mix-up of epic proportions. See here, Diablo Immortal Weeaboo account mocks Xi Jinping. The post reads, "Why isn't Winnie the Bear?" Really, I don't know if Winnie's added. "Why isn't the bear out of office yet?" And makes reference to Winnie the Pooh, which Xi has been compared to in the past. The Chinese leader isn't fond of these comparisons, which has caused for various games and media being banned in the past. On the game's official subreddit, a post reported the ban included an excerpt from Chinese Diablo fan who provided more context. Quote, "A guy who works in Diablo Immortal's marketing team, which has access to the official social media account, did something very, quote, sensitive," they explained. Now we don't know, did he forget to switch the account or did he use Diablo Immortal's official account intentionally? But the result is that Diablo Immortal official account to post a thread which complains, "When would the bear fall off the seat?" The post itself only got attention when it started going viral on Weeaboo, which has reportedly resulted in harsh penalties for NetEase, which is Blizzard's distribution partner in China. Quote, "That's why DI marketing was completely shut down in China, and NetEase itself was heavily affected too." They continued. "Rumor says NetEase will not get any license for a game to publish the following 3 years. And we don't know whether that's true or not." Immortal's release being delayed in China has been known, but before Blizzard said it was, quote, "to implement quality of life changes and, quote, optimize the game." Now, there's been no official confirmation, but many websites are, in fact, reporting on this. But now, a new change in Diablo Immortal has things getting absolutely nutters. I think if we look at Metacritic, while I'm looking that up, by the way, if you're looking for a new gaming computer, use Meta PCs. I think you'll really like it. Code the Quartering, you'll save 5%. A veteran-run company, and it's the only computer I use. So the user score now for Diablo Immortal remains a 0.4 on Metacritic. If we look at the PC version, why didn't I do that? Which is technically a beta, right? And it's the only way I play it, simply because, I don't do mobile phones. I guess I'm just too old. I can't play games on my phone. I don't think I ever really, outside of, I play a little Raid, little Mech Arena here and there. But the games with where I have to click around like that aren't inherently designed that way are tough for me, and I'm just so used to mouse for these type of games, I should say. And Diablo Immortal, oh, it's not even loading. Awesome. So nonetheless, discovery of a new mechanic may mean getting fully geared in Diablo Immortal will cost $540,000. $540,000. When it comes to Diablo Immortal, the game has been making millions, while criticisms over its monetization continue. Previously, some estimated that in order to fully max out a character, you'd have to spend over $110,000. Yet the discovery of a mechanic, a new estimate, is pushing that up over $540,000. An analysis shared over Reddit points to the discovery of a hidden mechanic that opens up more, quote, opportunity to buy additional gems and continue spending in order to push your character to fully geared out glory, quote. But apparently there's a whale mechanic. A whale mechanic, when you upgrade a 5 out of 5 star gem to level 10, that's attached to a piece of gear rank above rank 6, that 5 out of 5 star gem will undergo a process called an awakening. When a 5 out of 5 star gem awakens, it gains an additional 5 slots around it, which allows an additional 5 legendary gems to be slotted into it, which the game gems have to be individually upgraded to rank 10. This means that instead of the comparatively cheap $100,000 and needing 6 level 5-star gems to max your character, you'll need 36 of them. Along the way, there's also cash shop items you have to buy. To awaken a gem, you'll need to purchase an item that's only available in the cash shop for purple orbs called Dawning Echoes, which cost you around 1,000 eternal orbs, roughly around $30 per gear awakening. The $540,000 estimate is based on being somewhat lucky, getting the gems you need quickly. But if that doesn't happen, it could creep up more quickly. Blizzard, when asked about what's next for Diablo Immortal, responded that they'll have more in the coming weeks. The rep emphasized that the core features of the game will stay free, but in our review, Robin noted that you generally have to pay to do something as basic as form a clan. Now, this article via Craptaku, Diablo Immortal could run your wallet way more than you thought. They're also covering this. You see, $15,000 later, a Diablo Immortal player finally has his legendary gem. He spent $15,000. I don't know if this is actually real. Who has this amount of money? And then, of course, Asmongold replies, only 5 more to go. And he ended up deleting the character and uninstalling the game.
Fucking Blizzard.
He deleted the character after spending the money.
Fuck this dog shit game.
He spent... That's actually insane. Ends up deleting that character after spending all that money. Kotaku AU wrote, reporting on this, quote, achievement, Quinn has certainly drawn his share of criticism through the experiment. His reckless spending and bursts of white-hot anger after failed drops caused many to wonder about his emotional stability. Others, even in our comments, were unhappy to see him give Blizzard exactly what it wanted, his money. In the end, though, he proved his point. Chasing a 5-star legendary gem is a fool's errand, a system designed to clear out bank accounts while giving very little back to the player. Anyway, thanks for your service, Quinn. Now you can stop playing Diablo Immortal for good. I mean, he proved his point, all right, but at what cost? And, you know, this idea, according to Twitter user Space Drake, DICE, a founder of the indie Japanese game localization studio, Carpe Fulgur, awakening your legendary 5-star jewel unlocks, with some more information, 5 additional slots, which can also be upgraded. You need a material called Dawning Echo to talk to Vic, the master jeweler in Westmarch, before you can awaken your gems. But once you've completed all the prerequisites, you can then drain your wallet to hopefully make your character OP. That's actually insane to me. This amount of money, $540,000. Like, what's crazy about this is the reason they design it this way is for the 2 people in the world that will do it. That's where they, they make their money on like everyone else and whatnot. But like, there's 2 or 3 people in this world that will do it because they have more money than we'll ever know or ever really understand. The idea that you would spend $500,000, which would buy you a beautiful home anywhere in the Midwest, with property, you pour it into a mobile app. I mean, look, I don't judge people that harshly for spending money in mobile apps. I really don't, because everyone's got their thing that they like. They want to spend money on it. I don't care if you spent $500 in this app. Just as long as there is some reasonable way for people who don't have that money to spend a reasonable amount of money. The game is free to play, sure. But like, if you told me it would be $50, $60, even $100 to fully max out, I would be fine with that. But the idea that you have it set up to take $500,000 off players is actually disgusting. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.